It's time for a special weight class-based competition as our middleweight machines gear up to take to the arena for a special competition. Our 8 machines are prepped and ready to take home the title of middleweight champs. So let's head to the Battleboard and see how it all lines up. Who will become the ultimate middleweight machine? Complete Control, the most successful middleweight machine in the entire competition, taking on Daisy Chopper, a little lawnmower. Tornado 2, based off the heavyweight version, against Shredder and its unique little blade. Terratops, an extinct dinosaur, taking on the near-extinct Rhino. And the little machine, Begin Again, with its sting in the tail, up against the very basic build of Axile. Let the middleweight championships begin! Complete Control. Control Bot. One of the most successful middleweight machines in the entire series, with not only a feat of tossing a heavyweight machine out of the arena, but also a super heavyweight in the New Blood Championships last wars. A machine with lots of battle experience, and after a terrific run in Series 3, is definitely a top favorite for the Middleweight Championships. Daisy Chopper. Spinner. Looks like a lawnmower with the front mulcher and a tall handle, which is designed to help the machine self-right. Funnily enough, the team built the machine in the glass house like they did with Harvester. The front weapon can rip and tear through the armor of the opposition, but their own armor isn't that tough at the rear either, and the exposed wheels are a big weak spot.
Robot ears, stand by.
Complete Control with the lifting forks and the clamping axe arm, and Daisy Chopper with their Streamec handle and their front lawnmower blades.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Wonder how this is going to go. Daisy Chopper as the damage factor, yes, but Complete Control with the controlling feature can throw Daisy Chopper up and over. And I don't think that handle is doing what it's supposed to do, not properly. And that's causing problems for Daisy Chopper, because now Complete Control can come in here and control Daisy Chopper and do whatever they want, like throw them under the flames. Daisy Chopper are in trouble. They're too busy trying to right themselves, but there's something wrong with their arm. It's not properly working. Here's Complete Control helping them out, righting Daisy Chopper. And another push from them, and down the pit goes Daisy Chopper! And that's a great push and a good victory there for Complete Control. And already seem well on their way to taking home the middleweight trophy. Poor Daisy Chopper. I think if they hadn't been flipped over, they could have had a better chance, a better fight, but they got flipped over. Their Shremek arm wasn't doing anything. It's a shame for them. Hope to see them again, but for now, it's Complete Control heading through. And in very convincing style, as well as we've seen in the main competition, as well as in other competitions as well. Next up, Tornado 2 and Shredder. Tornado 2. Rambot. Built to be similar to the heavyweight counterpart, but without any functional weapon. It does, however, have strong, quick drive and can use the front spikes to penetrate the armor of the opposition to push and shove either into the wall or down the big hole in the arena. But their middleweight machine has a vulnerable drive chain, which isn't well protected. Shredder! Spinner! The team built that robot out of scrapped lawnmowers around a sort of pentagonal design. The main weapon is actually from a lawnmower, as well as the wheels. They built the machine in the garage using aluminium and steel for the structure, but the exposed wheels are a big issue, and they don't overly look to be all that well sturdy.
Robot ears, stand by.
Tornado 2 simulating its heavyweight counterpart with pure ramming power and its front little spikes. And Shredder with the lawnmower blade, and here's me wondering if they can use that blade to snipe the drive chain on Tornado 2.
1. Activate.
It's quite vulnerable, although they don't seem to have gone off the mark. Tornado's already pushed them over towards the spike, and their blade now getting up to speed. And is that a worry for Shredder, I wonder? What on earth was that just came off? They've both pinged away, and Tornado 2 trying to slam in and capitalize. Shredder, meanwhile, not moving. I'm not seeing any life in them. I'm not even seeing any movement from the blade. Well, I questioned the structural integrity of those wheels. I guess I should have done it for the entire machine. They're in the pit now. And I'm wondering what went wrong with Shredder. Was that one attack enough to knock something major loose? I'm not too sure. They'll have to figure that out down in the pits, but Shredder's gone. Tornado 2, they're through. What went wrong with Shredder? They just broke down. Tornado 2 took advantage and shoved them around before throwing them down the pit. Oh dear. Next up, Terratops and Rhino. Terratops! Rambot! Proving to everyone that not all dinosaurs are extinct by entering the competition with a four-wheel drive and front-ramming lifting face with 3-horn spikes. The drive of the machine is fairly effective and the lifting face is quite strong. Could definitely prove to be a struggle for anyone that has to encounter it. But the exposed wheels, believe it or not, aren't the overly big issue the machine has. It's the lack of a stream mech and inability to run upside down that's the worry. Rhino Spinner! A front horn to give the official touch for the name, running on 4 wheels and a lethal spinning drum. A quick drive with a vicious killer instinct and won't give an edge to its prey as it delivers the killer blow. The armor is fairly decent in toughness, but the exposed wheels come from lawnmowers and they don't seem the most sturdy. Why does that sound familiar?
Robot ears, stand by.
Terratops with the ramming power and lifting spiked face, and Rhino with their spinning drum. And this is the second time they've been in the arena, Rhino. The first time was in Battle of the YouTubers Taylor vs. INRs on the main channel, where they got a very famous victory by pitting the heavyweight machine Mortis. And that was quite impressive, and once again they struggle getting off the mark. They did that again with Mortis, but the drum actually doing damage this time. 2 of the front wedge forks have gone from the weapon of Terratops, and that may prove to be a problem, but Terratops has the pushing power. Rhino has that spinning drum, which isn't doing much. There's the lift. Not really all that effective, though. I think another fork has gone from that lifting face. And Rhino stuck in the corner, against the wall, and there's no movement. All the forks are gone now from that lifting arm, the weapon of Terratops. What is that weapon, Terratops? It's a lifting face. What exactly is it? Oh, hello. Both machines getting hoisted by the spike. But Rhino, there is a problem. There's no movement in them. I think they've burnt out. And now in the corner. And that's probably not where Terratops wants to leave them. How is Terratops gonna get them out of there, I wonder? Trying to get in and push them away. Or drag them. Like so. But Rhino, what a shame. They've burnt out, I think. Or maybe they didn't charge their batteries long enough. That is such a shame to see. They did brilliantly in Battle of the YouTubers with a famous victory, despite giving Terratops problems. Rhino immobilized and are about to go down the pits, courtesy of Terratops. The dinosaur defeats the endangered hide-armored machine.
Cease.
And it's Terratops heading through After what seemed like a bit of a worry at first, with the loss of their forks, but Rhino breaking down, that gave Terratops the lifeline, and they're through. A shame for Rhino. Hope to see them back again and do a lot better. Terratops, they go through. Next up, Begin again, and Axile. Begin again. Flipper Axebot. Saw the team in Series 2 with Buzzy being tried entering Series 3 with Psycho Hornet, but had technical problems and had to withdraw, hence why Scratchy entered. The front lifter can self-right far better thanks to the B-wings, and the rear stinging crusher will deliver a real sting in the tail to anyone who comes across it. Sadly, the team has admitted that they are not fully convinced with the effectiveness of the lifting weapon. Axile! Axebot! Well, it definitely is a very basic build. A two-wheel drive design with a front wedge armed with a pickaxe. The weapon is fairly sharp, so it will cause some level of damage, and despite being basic in design, it is actually fairly sturdy. But there's no Shremek, and that could prove to be a problem going forward.
Robot ears, stand by.
Begin again with their front lifter, the wings, and their rear sting in the tail. And Axile, the basic build with their little wedge, leading up to their pickaxe.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Let's see. Well, Axile, very, very quick across the floor, quicker than Begin again, who's struggling to find a way to attacking Axile. Now trying. Axile driving into the wall. Oh, what have they done? They've gone out with a spike and they've been flipped over by it. Here comes Begin again to take advantage. Look at this. That's the spike. That's such a problem for them, but their axe seemed to have gotten them righted with a little helping hand from Begin again, so maybe they can self-right. Maybe they didn't know how much power was actually in their axe until just now. Begin again, trying to find a way of getting around, but Axile is a lot faster. And now Begin again to lift up Axile, but Axile gets away and slams into the wall again, and I'm wondering if there is a problem with the drive on Axile, as Begin again tries to get underneath and lift them up, but to no real success. The front of Axile's a lot steeper. Oh, what's happened there? Why is Begin again going up and over? Well, Axile helps right them. Sometimes I question the mechanics and physics of this game, I really do. Axile pushing Begin again into the arena wall. He hasn't break the wall, shut up. And Axile pushing away at Begin again, and then they're on the spikes. And is Begin again stuck inside of Axile? Have the two clipped in together, I wonder? Because that's something that happens in this game for some stupid reason. I think they have, and Axile clearly out pushing Begin again, and they're both in the pit. And who fell first there? Is a rematch gonna have to happen? I'm not too sure. No, it was just Begin again, just falls first, and then Axile. We'll have to wait for a judge's decision on that one, but I think Begin again are going home. And the judges have confirmed it. Begin again are out. It's Axile going through. They hit the pit after Begin again, only just though. But this is how the second round of the Middleweight Championships looks, with Axile taking on Terratops. And our first fight of round 2 being Complete Control and Tornado 2.
Robot ears, stand by.
Complete Control with their lifting forks and their clamping axe arm. And Tornado 2, their ramming power, and the little spikes. And their invertibility might cause a bit of problems for Complete Control in this fight, I think.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Tornado 2, much like the original, can drive both ways up. But, yeah, Complete Control can suplex Tornado 2. That's quite impressive. Oh, the floor flipper fires! Fighting Tornado 2 but throwing over Complete Control, and they struggle righting themselves, and they do so with a little help from Tornado 2. Look at this. They go over the floor flipper. One of the few rare times it works. It rights Tornado 2 but throws over Complete Control. They fire their weapon to get them back up, and with a little helping push from Tornado 2, they do just that. And they could slam into the arena wall as well. And now for Tornado 2 to try and push away, but, well, try and do it not frontal assault ways, but Tornado 2 are not letting up. They're underneath and holding Complete Control against the wall, almost pinning them there, and they're not allowed to, don't forget. If they keep that up, they will be disqualified. I think there's slight movement though. I think they are slightly pushing them against the wall because Tornado is pushing them at an angle. So there is very slight movement. They're slowly pushing, scraping them across the floor. Complete Control has no way of getting away. And that is quite a worry for Complete Control. Tornado 2, they'll have to let them go at some point. They really have to. Because this is, on a technicality, pinning. And also, truth be told, it is a bit dull and crap. Now, Complete Control, somewhat free, but being pushed around more aggressively by Tornado 2, slamming the wall. And now, Complete Control free and Tornado 2 up the front. Can Complete Control make a comeback? Because that pushing them against the wall and all that, it will count towards Tornado 2 if this goes to the judges, and they're playing very close to that pit. Tornado 2 almost in there, and they're on the edge, and I think it'll be no, they just get away. And I think Complete Control are about to put an end to that, and down they go. Goodbye, Tornado 2. You're in the pit. One final push, and a little turning nudge to send Tornado 2 crashing out. A great effort from Tornado 2, but sadly it wasn't enough. And now I'm suddenly wondering, how would Complete Control do against the original Tornado machine? I would love to see that. Anyway, next up, Terratops and Axile.
Robot ears, stand by.
Terratops, with their front-lifting spiked face, have they repaired the fork damage they took in the fight with Rhino? And Axile, the basic build with their pickaxe and a very effective wedge.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
It's a very quick machine, Axile, and it's got great pushing power as it's already pushing away at Terratops, but not enough to do anything. Really? Good grief, I say that! They could have pushed them out the arena. That would have been the first time that happened. But Terratops gets away, and now trying to find a way of coming back, but not from the front. The front is too low, and they can't do anything. Weirdly enough, though, Axile isn't using their axe. It's just there. I wonder why that is. Terratops. Now! Terratops on the side of Axile and getting underneath and flipping them up and over. And I think that might be close to being the end for Axile. No! They almost had them, but they got away and out-drive again. Axile, I have to say, is very much a surprise here. It's out-pushing Terratops, and keep in mind, Axile's a two-wheel drive machine. But they're out-pushing Terratops. And giving them problems. Giving them a lot of problems, and all this without even having to use their axe. Slamming Terratops once again into the arena wall. And again underneath the front, and now Terratops trying to probably lure Axile towards the pit. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, they're gonna reverse into it! Oh no! Well, that's a shame, really. Look at this. Under no pressure, they reversed. They caught themselves on the edge of the pit. They fully turned in, and down the pit they go. Oh, that is such a shame. They had the fight, I think, but that one mistake saw an end to their perfect run. Again, a major surprise. Axile down the pit and out. Terratops going through to the finals. Although, let's be real here, I don't really think they overly deserve the place. But that's the result. It's Terratops joining Complete Control in the Middleweight Championships final showdown. And which one of these will be taking home the trophy?
Roboteers, stand by.
The Middleweight Championships Grand Final. Complete Control with the lifting forks and a clamping arm. I think the favorites to win this. And Terratops with a front lifting spiked face. Very much the underdogs in this.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And you know how people are, they'll always root for an underdog because you want to see them do well. And to be honest, for Terratops to reach the grand finals of the Middleweight Championships, that's quite impressive. And are right now giving a little bit of worry to Complete Control, and the spike nearly flings Terratops up and over. And Terratops now underneath, but Complete Control gets away. And Complete Control actually struggling, trying to find their footing here against Terratops, who get another flip in, but not meaningful. And now Complete Control suplexes them, and Terratops can run both ways up. Well, how about that? I guess the rear wheels are low enough. But look at that, the suplex to throw Terratops up and over. But I don't think Terratops is really all that effective now. Not that they're up and over. And I think it's Complete Control's victory here. And Complete Control. Oh no! Complete Control in the pit! What an upset! Look at this! What were they doing? They reversed and they've turned into the pit! Oh no! What an upset! Terratops wins the Middleweight Championships, I think, by sheer luck. And now they're in the pit. Well, that is such a shame for Complete Control. They were doing so well at the end until their one final mistake. What an upset. Terratops, our new middleweight reigning champions. A tragic upset and poor driving error from Complete Control as they crash out from taking the title. Well done to Terratops as they become our shocking middleweight champions, and I genuinely still can't believe what I witnessed. Take care everyone, and I'll see you next time. Farewell.